Hello and welcome to Nguyen News. My name is Nguyen, and now just take a look at today's headlines. Conference on choosing the public work to be named after General Nguyen. Nguyen online conference to summarize the program of building new rural areas in 2013. Conference on Radio and Television 2014. With the intention to select a local public work to be named after General Nguyen to show honor and reverence and gratitude of Thái Nguyên people for General Giap, on the 28th of February, Thái Nguyên Provincial People's Committee organized a workshop deciding on the work named after General Nguyen. Thái Nguyên recorded a milestone in the career and life of General Nguyen. Thái Nguyên accompanied General Nguyen to make a historic 9-year journey of hardship and struggle to foster and develop the armed forces and make important military decisions. In so doing, General Giap had confirmed that Thái Nguyên was his second homeland, and in the heart of Thái Nguyên people remains the image of simple general. Stemming from that sense, at this conference, an advisory council proposed two options. The first proposal was to change the 20th of August Square to Võ Nguyên Giáp Square. The second was to name a road in Hoàng Văn Thụ Ward Võ Nguyên Giáp Road. Right at the workshop, many ideas in the favor of the plan to change the 20th of August Square into Võ Nguyên Giáp Square were aired. Other proposals from some delegates were also made, like changing Quang Trung Road into Võ Nguyên Giáp Road, the new Highway 3 to Võ Nguyên Giáp Highway or Thái Nguyên City into Võ Nguyên Giáp City. Hearing on these proposals, the Vice Chairman of Thái Nguyên Provincial People's Committee asked the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, in collaboration with the authorities, to consider and submit these proposals to the Advisory Council for the final decision in the coming time. On the morning of February the 26th, the Steering Committee of Building New Rural Areas of Thái Nguyên Province held an online conference to summarize its programs in 2013.
After 5 years implementing the 7th National Resolution and 3 years implementing the program of building new rural areas, the awareness of Thái Nguyên organizations and residents about the importance of this program has been raised. To date, each commune in the province has satisfied an average of 9.7 criteria of the program, increasing 2.8 criteria in comparison to the last year. Besides, nearly 1,380 billion Vietnam dong was invested to build infrastructure in rural areas. 660 kilometers rural roads, 70 kilometers irrigation canals were upgraded and set up. 80 of 143 communes in the province met the national standards for education. At the online conference, representatives of Thái Nguyên localities presented their difficulties and petitions. Criteria including environment, the income per capita, and culture remain obstacles for most of localities. In the year 2014, Thái Nguyên is striving for 7 to 9 communes to satisfy all 19 criteria of new rural areas. All communes must finish the plan of creating concentrated production areas to raise production capacity and increase the income of local residents.
On February the 28th, the Ministry of Information and Communications organized a conference at Cần Thơ City to implement the working plan in 2014 and summarize the emulation movement in 2013 in the field of radio and television media. Attending the meeting were leaders of radio and television stations from different provinces and cities in the whole country. The delegation of Thái Nguyên radio and television station, including officials and journalists, also attended the conference. In 2013, local radio and television stations, including Thái Nguyên Radio and Television, have promoted their advantages, stuck to reality of social life, implemented the information and communication tasks well to provide the public with necessary information surrounding the country. At the conference, leaders from many radio and television stations all over the country shared their experiences of effective propaganda. For example, the Voice of Ho Chi Minh City people shared the experience in establishing the program for cheerleading and propagandizing campaign. The Vietnamese use Vietnamese high-quality goods. Khánh Hoa radio and television station presented propaganda programs on islands. The Ministry of Information and Communications gave competition flags and certificates of merit for 37 radio and television stations, having outstanding achievements in the emulation movement. Thái Nguyên Radio and Television Station was honored to receive the Certificate of Merit because of its outstanding achievements in the movement, and two certificates of merit for two staffers of Thái Nguyên Radio and Television Station. Now let's take a look at some other news.
On the occasion of the 59th anniversary of Vietnam National Doctors' Day, February the 27, 1955, February the 27, 2014, on February 26, Associate Professor Dr. Nguyễn Thị Xuyên, Deputy Minister of Health, visited and congratulated Thái Nguyên Central Hospital staffs. Over the years, imbued with unclehood teaching, physicians are like benevolent mothers. Thái Nguyên Central Hospital has been aware of the responsibilities for caring for people and protecting their health. Improving healthcare quality and service attitude have been increasingly focused on, and more investment on medical equipment, modern beds for the patient, were given priority to ensure that patients are cared with good and quality service. As a consequence, many implicated and serious cases have been treated successfully by hospital doctors, bringing confidence to the patients.
On February the 26th, the delegation of Thái Nguyên Province Steering Committee for implementation of the project Support Housing for People Having the Merit of Assisting the Revolution checked the contents of the project in Sông Công Town. They were briefed by the Project Steering Committee of Sông Công Town with the implementation of the project. In 2004, the town recommends the Provincial Project Steering Committee to maintain interest and support needed to build the remaining 20 houses for people with meritorious services to the revolution, each of which values 20 million Vietnam dong, and to restore 58 houses with 20 million Vietnam dong for each. The total budget for the project is 2 billion Vietnam dong. At the same time, it has been recommended by the town leaders to add 83 other people meeting central criteria to the list.
On February the 26th, the Department of Labor, English and Social Affairs opens a contest Vocational Skills Thái Nguyên Province 2014. Joining the year's competition are 8 schools with 42 selected contestants representing the 8 occupational groups, namely welding, electrical installation, automotive technology, information technology, restaurant services, culinary service, mechanical design, and website design. The contest is organized for developing vocational skills for the young labor force, building a new working generation of skilled workers who may directly participate in production, trading, service, and meet social needs for international integration, national development, as well as enhancing interaction, learning, cooperation in vocational training among the contestants, training institutions, and the laborers themselves.
Last February the 26th, the Ministry of Information and Communications delegation had a meeting with various departments on the plan and content of the first program, Computers for Life in Thái Nguyên. The Ministry of Information and Communication patented this program from the framework of the 2009 World Information Technology Forum in Hanoi. The Computers for Life program seeks to mobilize computers donated by organizations and businesses domestically and abroad to grant people in disadvantaged areas of Vietnam the opportunities to use computers and get access to the Internet for useful information and better life quality to improve the quality of life. The program includes activities such as opening the festival, granting free computers and Internet connection, introducing solutions and programs on computers and Internet applications in agriculture and rural development, free on-the-spot training for people on basic knowledge of computers and Internet. That comes to end the news today. Thank you for your watching. Goodbye and see you next time.